What's going on, guys? Ellie from Copa America here. You might not know who I am, but you've got nothing better to do. So watch with Soccer Cooligans, talking all things football, politics, music, culture. Swipe up, click the link,
That'll
do something.
do. That'll do.
Let's go.
Vamos. RCAB hitting us with the "Is it coming home?" I don't know. Is Poppy coming home? We're still waiting.
Wait, is my dad coming home? Finally.
It's been so long.
We've been waiting.
What-
His new family gonna be mad.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to another PREM Show podcast. We are the Cooligans. My name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerrero.
All right, we are your favorite stand-up comedians, host of the funniest soccer show that has ever lived right here on Twitch.
Yeah. We also happen to be the gulliest. You already know what it is. You already know the vibes.
Okay, DJ Minotti.
We outside.
DJ Minotti with the vamos emote in the chat.
Okay.
What's that emote from? That's a dope emote. It looks like the Supreme logo.
Let's go. What happened when England, a country that voted for Brexit, wins the Euros? Good question, Ian Skinner. Damn, I guess next year, in 4 years, they're gonna. I guess 3 years technically. They're just gonna be playing against what? Scotland,
Yeah,
and Wales, over and over.
Who's the champion of the United Kingdom? You know,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a whole new tournament.
Who's the greatest part of Great Britain? You know,
The Great Britannias. I would love to see it. DJ Minotti said Castro 1021. Dope. It's a dope email. Thank you. So, what's good, everybody? Yeah, we're excited to be here. If you're listening to this podcast, we do this every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch. So come through. We always have a great time. With all the Twitcheteros, as we call them.
that's right. That's everyone in our chat. And by the way, if you just listening to the audio, that's great, and we appreciate you. Please stick around. If you happen to miss what we say before we hit record, you're missing out on some good bits.
You're missing
A
out
wild
a
times.
couple things. Yeah, a couple people in the chat can speak for that, because there's a couple things going on that you might be interested in. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, man, we're having a wild time out here.
So let's start today with obviously the Euros. The one of the matches, one of the semifinal matches just happened. Italy against Spain. Italy wins in penalties after the last penalty taker, Jorginho, bringing the sauce. Okay,
Bro, so it's Crimson Pizza said, is Jorginho officially the gulliest penalty taker in the tournament? No? Yes. Yes, he is.
He's never. Has he ever missed? I think he missed one penalty, maybe in the Premier League.
I believe that's called pulling a Morata. That poor bastard.
I mean, look, you feel bad for Morata because not only is he underachieving, but he's also doesn't deserve the abuse that him and his family is also getting as well.
That's the part that sucks, is like, as comedians, this is open season to make fun of him, but now his family's getting abused, and we're like, great, now you're making it hard for us to do our job.
What are you doing all this for? Okay, we're trying to have a good time.
Right?
So, but yes, Italy win. Jorginho with that penalty. I honestly thought Italy were going to lose in extra time because they really didn't have that many chances. They didn't really. They looked tired. I mean, it looks like they were hoping to get to penalties. And also, Spain has looked terrible in penalties this tournament overall.
Spain has looked terrible shooting the ball at the net, regardless of the situation. Training, the 90 minutes, penalties. It doesn't matter.
Over those yellow cone men. You know what I mean? It's not good.
No. Everything just looked trash. Anything in the final third just looks bad for Spain.
But bro, how about possession, bro? They're crushing it there. Look,
bro, they won the Euros of possession. Can't take that away.
Passing it to Koke, back to Laporte, back to Koke. That's on point.
Oh, so that don't count for points no more? You saw how many times Koke passed to me and I passed back to him? I mean,
no.
They set up triangles all over the place, but they damn near Bermuda triangles. The ball don't do nothing.
I'm pretty sure, Amelia Earhart had like 3 touches.
Yo, we got 1,000 passes and 4 missed planes and 7 missed shots up in that motherfucker because nothing happened.
Whoa, why is the Loch Ness monster in the stat sheet?
Yo, nasty up in the joint. But that's what the heat map looked like. It's a damn conspiracy and it's a lie.
Okay, it starts all the way at the top. All right.
Jesus. I was watching the game and I'm like, okay, maybe I don't necessarily fully agree with the idea that possession equals the best defense. You know, sometimes you want to develop center backs, you know what I mean? And you also want to develop a damn striker. I mean, I feel bad for Morata, but if we're going to be open and frank, how is he the best in the country?
I mean, look, it is. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, the history of the great Spanish strikers and just players is that generation is no longer here. I mean, look, it's not Xavi, Iniesta, you know, with Busquets, and I don't know, Busquets is there, and Villa, and
that era gone. That era is gone.
And there hasn't been that same replacement. This is a pretty decent squad. Pedri's very good. They have good.
Pedri's been incredible. You know, he didn't miss a pass all 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's truly incredible. I mean, he's for him being so young and that sharp is incredible. But they don't have those dynamic players up front that won the you know, what was it, World Cup Euros, right? Yeah, that's, first of all, that's nearly an impossible standard. So you know,
also against Italy, by the way.
Yeah. But this was Italy were pretty good. I mean, defensively, they you know, they did what I believe this was the first goal they gave up all tournament. Am I mistaken? Or there haven't been that many, but
no. They gave one up against Austria and one up against penalty to Lukaku. But yeah, this was
right.
This felt like the first run of play. I believe the one they gave up against Austria was in extra time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. But overall, Italy are good. I mean, let's not take anything away from them. They play very defensive. They also don't have like a wild up front. They're not like blowing anyone's mind, but defensively they have enough to. That's how they beat Belgium. They just have enough to get by, and other teams have a tough time scoring on them.
They also swarm when they get an opportunity, and that's you saw the goal they scored against Spain. Was like, are you gonna give me a second chance of this deflection? And Chiesa, whose face looks like the ex who wants to fight the hero in every sitcom, right? over a girl. That dude just took he took that like half an inch space that he had, and he hit a beam with it. And I just want to read this about Pedri while we're at it. This is from Dermot Corrigan, who tweeted this out. A reminder that 12 months ago, Pedri had never played in the Primera División. Even those who knew him best weren't sure he'd play much for Barca's first team last season. And this kid is a star boy.
Yeah.
How insane is that? My guy, they were like, yeah, I'm not sure he's good enough to play for Barca. He right now might be Barcelona's second most valuable player, and I'm not making that up because they are selling everybody.
Yeah. So we'll get to that a little bit. Crimson Pizza just said they were missing a couple players, right? Pretty solid for that being the case.
Ansu Fati, someone said, DJ Minardi said they were missing Ansu Fati, of course.
Al pointing out England, the only team not to concede a goal yet. Correct. I'm interested how they're going to look against Denmark, because they not only are they playing against Denmark, but they're playing against the movie script that's going to be written about Christian Eriksen and this Denmark team if they go on winning the Euros.
Right? They need to watch out because they're literally walking into a soap opera, and when they walk in, they don't get the good music. They get the dun 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 dun.
They're like just Hollywood writers are just like, I'm getting this story ready. All right, I'm getting the treatment right. All right,
those disgusting English are gonna ruin this feel good story.
They're already figuring out how they're gonna like make the who's gonna be the villain. The English villain that they're gonna.
Oh, it's Southgate. It's Southgate. They're gonna hire the most bucktooth actor they can find.
They're gonna get all the prosthetics to make them look even more evil, more British.
A mole on their nose with the hair coming out. Bro, it's gonna be wrong. They're gonna be like, "Can you be racist against the English?" Because this feels it.
You're going so far to really make them look bad. We get that they were just the opposing team, but
they don't know have humbacks and canes, man.
So it is gonna be interesting. That game is tomorrow. What is that? 3 p.m. Eastern time as well.
That is. I will be on the Complex show doing it.
All right.
With an Englishman.
That's right.
My jokes are going to land extra hard.
Also, say fish and chips versus pickled herring.
Ugh. That's a war nobody wins.
the fish and chips thing reminds me of, did you see the Patrice Evra video?
Yes.
Of him?
Where He's dressed like an Oasis guy. He's in the backseat of the car.
He's like basically supporting England with a whole fish. Whole fish.
By the way, to our fans who have, thank you so much. Hashtag Marissa for subscribing. You're the best.
Appreciate it.
If any of our fans are just driving around and then all of a sudden got super worried that they were being followed by European police officers, that is an old-timey alarm.
The Bobbies are here?
Where they just thought of something bad about the English, and now they thought the English police officers were behind them. No. That's the old-timey alarm Christian lives near.
Okay, I don't know if you realize this, but I live in the 1930s.
Apparently, there's been a fire during the Roaring 20s.
Okay, so apologies for that, but like I said, there's a thunderstorm. I'm sure lightning struck somewhere.
Crimson Pizza said Jim Carrey just waiting next to the phone with his makeup artist ready to play Southgate. The same guy from The Mask is gonna do that.
Okay, I just wanted to pull up Patrice Evra's video because it is, if anyone hadn't seen it, it is pretty insane. But to the point where people are now asking, like, is everything okay with Patrice Evra? People are like,
well, I want you to watch this and then tell me what you think the weirdest part is.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna play the audio so people can hear it. But I mean, it's okay. There you go.
Everyone, this has been waiting for so long. Last time England won a trophy, even the dinosaurs were still alive. So come on, chaps, you can do this. Come on, the fish is alive. The fish is alive. Are you ready for that craziness, that happiness? Oh my God! Go England! Go England! Go England! Coming home! Fish and chips! I'm out!
There it is.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot to unpack, okay? And also, be said the fish isn't battered. It's not fish and chips. It is a raw fish with in French fries for our American audience.
He didn't have fish and chips. He had a fish and chips, and also the jersey was brand new. When he got up, you could see the tags. The weirdest part is hashtag Marissa got it. My guy only had one shoe on.
Oh, he does this every video. And this is the most puzzling thing because, to my knowledge, he's never explained why he does the one shoe. He has one shoe on and then the other barefoot. Not even.
Who is he signaling to?
Look, a lot of them are entertaining. Let's give credit where credit is due. This guy's a former player. He
also made out with raw chicken. I mean, what are we talking about?
He did do that. He also did he win a World Cup? Was he in France in '98, or was that him? Was he there? No, he's not that old.
I'm looking this up. I don't think he's that old.
I don't know.
He's 40. He just turned 40.
He could have been there. Let us know in the chat. And Punk Ride That's It and the Fat Boy Slim backing track. Yes, that's right. That's what was in the background. He's a man of mystery, building the illusion. He is a baffling for a former player, and we've interviewed at this point easily over 100 athletes or former players.
Yes.
some are more eccentric than others. Some have bigger personalities than others. Some are more comfortable being silly on public platforms.
Some people don't know how to be funny, but they know you just kind of go like a little bit crazy in your videos, and people will be like, "This is hilarious."
Yeah.
And I think that's the category my guy sits in.
He is gaming the algorithm.
Yes.
He knows the sillier, the wilder, and
Well, look at Crimson Pizza said it's brilliant though. You got to watch every video now, thinking, is he doing the single shoot thing again? And you got to wait to the end.
yeah, you do.
He figured out a way to make money off his feet without really making money off his feet. You know,
off a foot, really.
yeah, it really is 1 foot. But also, you could take bets when he releases a video. Is it going to be left foot or the right foot? You know what I mean?
I think it's usually left foot.
It's usually the left. No, his right foot was exposed.
Am I crazy? What did should I watch it again? Should we watch it again? I thought
It was his right. He was staring at you, and his right foot goes up first.
Let's take a quick look.
Wait, hold on. You want to bet?
What is the bet? $5?
I don't know.
$5.
You tell me. Yes, $5. I say his right foot is exposed.
I say his left foot is exposed. Okay.
Here we go.
Let's see.
You're making people watch too much of this.
Let's see. He got it.
And
Right foot
Flakata.
exposed.
Yeah, see?
Is
Now
it
there's a drinking game attached to it. You know?
Okay, I owe you $5, Alexis.
Scooby the Goon says he'll drop his own line of shoes called the Patrice Evras, and you only get one shoe. Tons of profit for him.
You got to buy two of them if you want to. And they're both on the left foot. So you're going to be walking weird.
They're like, yo, I heard he got the Patrice Evras. Which one? He only got a left right now. Real hard to get it right.
Hashtag Marissa said, also, why does he go out the sunroof? But you see, the fact that he does all these strange things and we have to ask these questions are what increase the interest and popularity of these videos.
Right.
Because we're not only are we, it's all seems like an M. Night Shyamalan movie where we're trying to find every clue is like, oh, wait, what does this mean?
Bro, we're not even talking about the Oasis hair. We're not talking about the glasses. We're not talking about the weird dance chant he came up with. We haven't brought up any of this.
No. We're trying to figure out all these details about this one particular video. So, but fascinating from him. I mean, look, and credit to him because there aren't many. We've spoken to a lot of soccer players, and a lot of them are either, not to say that they're not funny, but they're not necessarily comfortable being like this boisterous. They're
not on camera personalities. They're not very what the type A? Is that what we be, type A?
Yeah, we're just, alpha males out here.
All right. They're not at our level in this game,
there's a certain level of just that comfort to be able to be that silly, especially after having such, this game is very serious to a lot of people, and they're not used to seeing players like that. But credit to him, because there's very few footballers that would do anything like he does. I mean, to me, it's like Patrice Evra, Jimmy Conrad. Who else? Who are like soccer players that are comfortable being
Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch got
a great personality.
Comfortable being silly, like.
Some of the older guys who, if you played in an era where you drank and smoked during halftime, you probably got a bit more of a personality.
Yeah.
Even Harry Redknapp, who has a podcast, who Michelle Paravani put me onto it. It's just littered with great stories. The guy's a great storyteller, and he talks about all the crazy stuff that happened in locker room fights, and they'd go out and pretend like the fights didn't happen. Just crazy stuff. That kind of guy has a lot of personality. But your average run-of-the-mill player that we've interviewed outside of the women's teams, they got great personalities.
They have great personality, but even there's not many
funny
who are almost like internet personalities. What I mean?
Yeah.
There's not
Bobby Boswell.
is another one. Yeah. If
who
anybody
could be too? Jeff Attinella. Jeff Attinella could do it too.
Okay, I can
got
see
a great personality.
His knee got to heal first, but we.
Yeah. He's on the injured reserve list for funny, but trust me, when he gets good.
Andy Hinchcliffe, ex-Everton. What's up, Robert from saying you're forgetting Breck Shea. I don't know about Breck Shea. Breck Shea is.
He ain't got that personality. He's just wacky on the internet.
He's wacky. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not like where like, oh, this is the bit I'm trying to do. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes his bit is like, okay, he likes rifles. Am I supposed to laugh?
Yeah. He's like, yo, is this funny? I showed up late, and they're like, no, it's not funny.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Like, who else is kind of like that? I'd love to get a running list. Maybe do a comedy tour with these folks. That'd be fun.
You know who? Chiellini, did you see him when they were picking the sides for the extra time?
He was being, I was like kind of interested.
Jordi Alba was not into it at all.
Jordi Alba was like, why are you touching
He
me,
hugged
old
him.
man?
He punched him in the face lately. He's like, mentiroso, mentiroso. And I was like, what happened? When did he become a soap opera actor?
What is this? Yeah, he was hugging him. He was just like, I thought it was like to get in his head. But right, Jordi Alba didn't even take a penalty. But right, am I right? Jordi didn't take a penalty.
I think he did. I think he was the second or third. But Crimson Pizza said Peter Crouch made the best joke about Peter Crouch. When they asked him what would he be if it wasn't a footballer, he said a virgin.
Love it.
See, that guy gets it. That guy gets it.
That's a good joke.
Yeah, it's a good bit. Probably very honest.
Okay.
What do you think Christian would be if it wasn't for this podcast / TV show?
Yeah, I hadn't kissed a girl till our first NYCFC game.
Yeah. And, I'm not going to tell him that it was me. His eyes were closed.
But as long as his dream came true. Right? So, okay, what else?
People watch this, by the way. I just want people to know people watch and listen to what we're talking about right now.
What's next on the agenda? Should we talk any preview of England Denmark? How do you think that's gonna go tomorrow?
I think it's tough because someone said before, England's the only team that hasn't allowed a goal in all Euros. I think it's gonna be tough. I was watching I was reading up on how Denmark sets up, just because I'm interested, like, how are these two gonna go? And ever since Christian Eriksen has been out, they've set up in a 3-4-3. And I just feel like it's going to be a lot like what we saw today. I think it's going to be one team passing around, the other team defending like absolutely crazy. And I don't know if Denmark are going to have those moments where they may be able to sort of find the goals. But I think it's going to be down to set pieces, if you ask me.
Hashtag Mercer said 2-1 Denmark. And Skeeter Yeet said 4-1 Denmark. Braithwaite hat trick incoming. All right,
bro. If Braithwaite gets a hat trick, I will go back to Christian and redo that first kiss we talked about.
If Braithwaite gets an assist, even I think is enough to celebrate. RCAB said 3-0 England. The fairy tale is coming to an end. This ain't no Hollywood movie, and it's not Ted Lasso. Okay.
All right. RCAB don't care about your moment.
Oh, beautiful stories. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't order that. I ordered a knuckle sandwich, my G.
I don't see Denmark scoring here. I think they lose, but I don't even think they're gonna score.
I think the reason you're saying that is because you have now you have confidence in England.
They've haven't even given up that many shots. Jordan Pickford hasn't even had to do the miraculous saves that he was doing even at the World Cup, that just to keep him in games. Southgate is playing defensively. Especially he changed things up against Sweden, right?
Right, he went to a 5-man back line.
And he said let boys have fun out there in the midfield, okay?
That was against Ukraine.
Ukraine is right. And then the game before that, Germany played defensive. Ukraine, go have fun out there. I think it's gonna be a little bit of more of go have fun out there, playing against Denmark. And I don't see Denmark scoring. I mean, they've been good, but they've been scoring. They haven't been.
I don't know. Denmark is taller, stronger. They play better defensively. They don't lose their heads the way England can. I don't know that I necessarily.
Wait. They play better defensively. They just made it into the knockout rounds.
I mean, in those moments where, like, again, set pieces, they have better center backs, is what I'm saying. And I agree with you. Look, they haven't given up a goal. England has played incredibly defensively, but it's been a team effort. And I don't know that necessarily Denmark is the team that's going to be able to sort of, pick you apart or any of those things. But I can see England making a mistake or two in those moments and losing sight of what's happening,
I could.
Maybe Ukraine was a little easy for them. And maybe they feel like now that Germany's gone, there's really not that level of competition.
Yeah,
and maybe they make a couple of mistakes.
This dude, Mikkel Damsgaard, who replaced Christian Eriksen, has been incredible. I mean that he's arguably had a huge role to fill, and for him to get
almost like his name should be pronounced "damn good," right?
That's right. That's right. The Danish names are a little difficult to say, so if we just Bronxify them a little bit.
Yeah.
Your name is Mike Damn Good. Okay.
Yeah. My guy, damn good.
So I think he's the.
In fact,
threat.
I think Breathe Right Strips is going to have a hat trick.
Martin, breathe right. Yeah, I love it. Should we keep going? How many more can we come
Hold
up
on,
with?
I can't even see because this is mad blurry. I gotta pull it up on my own.
Yeah.
Keep going until I pull it
Thomas
up.
Delaney. Do we have something for Thomas Delaney?
Oh, that's train delay. Yo, my guy train delay.
This is the most disrespectful thing anyone's done to Denmark. This is very anti the Danish storyline right now.
Bro, this is the entire world is behind Denmark. Meanwhile, we're roasting their name. Yeah.
We're Bronxifying the names. Okay.
Bro, we got Breathe Right Strips.
My God.
But my guy, damn good.
My guy, yeah. I'm trying to.
Top of my voice said, "How much can you insult one country?"
Pierre Emil Højbjerg. I mean, that's a tough one.
Damn, Højbjerg. Damn.
I want to say Pierre, just like Hoyt Skimmerhorn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're the train stop.
It's a train stop. Some of y'all might not know. Someone said Casper the Gist, the ghost. Damn.
Okay. All right. We'll stop.
I think Casper's first name should have been Michael, so you could be Michael Schmeichel, which to me is just perfect. It's like everyone's like, we don't gotta worry about him.
Michael Schmeichel. It's perfect. Okay. Yeah. You're not super threatened by Michael Schmeichel. Christopher said we haven't had a Pickford nightmare error yet, and I think he's due.
You know what? I thought that since the Germany match, and it hasn't happened yet. But that just means the tension is building. It's like, who are these people who have like tantric sex for like 10 hours? And I'm sure when it's done, it's very
cool people? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was talking about our idols out loud like that.
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous because Everton has been...
Pickford is edging.
Everton has been posting clips of Pickford at the Euros saying, like, that's our guy, our keeper. Look how great he's doing in the Euros. And I'm like, stop putting that negative energy out to him because he's doing well. All right, don't
put that hex on him.
Don't put that Everton stink on him. You know what I mean? He's been doing okay for a minute.
We got to get the toffee off of him.
So, but look, yeah, I still favor them. I think it would be quite a shock if Denmark win. If they win, maybe they win in penalties. I mean, anything could happen. But I think England can comfortably win this game. But I'll say that I think Denmark, they out of all the teams they played so far, given the outside of that Thomas Müller chance that he just completely missed, I think Denmark has a real opportunity to not simply score a goal, but like actually create a couple chances, because I think the confidence and the storyline in itself will just, something happens. You just these moments get created when you just believe in yourself, and I think Denmark has a good shot, but I don't see them winning.
Who was it? Someone we interviewed recently said like the fans kind of supporting you and being there for you actually does make a difference. It's like not bullshit. It actually does make you play better. It does make you focus more. It does add to the sort of intensity of the moment. And who has more of that than Denmark? So if Denmark come out and smash England 4-0, I wouldn't be surprised. If they win 1-0, it wouldn't be surprised. If they lose 1-0, I wouldn't be surprised. If they get smashed 4-0, I wouldn't be surprised. I really don't know who to root for. I do kind of want Denmark to win, because then I want Denmark to be Italy, so I don't have to deal with Italian or English fans feeling like they're good now at this sport. You know what I mean?
CAB just says, so Christian is also wanting to kill the fairy tale.
Right.
I don't want it to happen, but I think the fairy tale ends tomorrow. But we shall see. Somebody did just mention Arsenal has been doing that with Saka too, plus the entire unicorn meme. And
which, I mean, look how joyous he looks.
This is really beautiful. Didn't we see this?
There's no way to make fun of this moment whatsoever. Even Tottenham fans haven't jumped on this moment yet.
Didn't we see this last year? Didn't somebody else ride the unicorn in the same exact pool? Am I crazy? I feel like someone else did this as well in England. I could be wrong. Or they rode another inflatable thing. You know what I mean? But no, this is.
Have you been having daydreams again?
No, didn't they? This is their training facility. I'm almost sure there was another photo of somebody riding a unicorn. Am I crazy? Tell me if I am. But I feel like it was somebody else. But this has been making the rounds. This photo of Bukayo Saka flying, basically just flying on a unicorn. I mean, it's a great photo. You've never seen a happier young man.
No, I mean, there's literally nothing wrong with the world when he's doing this.
Yeah.
He's just out there experiencing life.
And from all accounts, what everybody's been saying is that Bukayo Saka is just a joy to have on the team. Everybody talks about so highly of him.
Well, we just got that storm you were talking about.
Okay.
Wow.
That he is very mature for his age. That he's just a great locker room dude. He's obviously also a great player.
Someone said, "I wish he was my son." One of the other players. Like, gee, I hope that guy doesn't have a son. It's at home. What the fuck, Dad? I mean, it just goes to show, like, what an incredible person. Also, I forget who it was. I think it was David Orenstein, who writes for The Athletic, who said back in 2016, when I believe it was Ainsley Maitland-Niles, maybe he was at Dortmund, they went to go interview him. And, he was talking about Nketiah and some of these other players that people were talking about. And they all said, like, no, like, the guy you got to look out for is a kid named Saka. He's only 15 at the time, if I'm not mistaken, but he's like, the stuff he does is on another level. He's better than all of us. So, like, where we're from, when you're a player that's that age and people say you're amazing, you're kind of an asshole, right? Like, you're kind of a dick.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. People almost expect you to be a bit of a jerk.
And look at this kid, jumping on an inflatable, unicorn, just living your life, big cheesy smile, not a worry in the world.
You also you mentioned that Nketiah or Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who was one of the guys on loan?
Willock?
Who was it? Willock or Ainsley Maitland-Niles that flipped his car. He got into like a car accident, but he's okay.
Oh, no, I believe that was Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Okay, I saw it on Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah. But he was perfectly fine. Car was totaled, but he was fine.
But it's apparently the same car that I think Joe Willock had that also flipped over. Like the car literally flipped over.
Yeah. Well, the picture of the car is on its side.
Yeah. So there's something
on the highway.
Something with these cars. And maybe at the speed that they're driving them, but they gotta chill, bro, because it could be it could end very terribly. Okay.
You're a multi-million-dollar career ahead of you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Relax.
Okay. All right. What do we got next? You want to talk a little bit about Copa America? Brazil just defeated Peru last night, 1-0 after a Neymar hurting people, hurting our homies. NYCFC's Alex Collins starting for Peru.
He tried.
He tried his best.
You know,
And overall, he had a decent game, but it is Brazil. He had two. There were two things. He got nutmeg in the box, which led to the cross.
by the way, while you're talking about this, Aussie AB said Jesse Lingard was on the Unicorn in 2018.
All right, you see?
Yeah, so you were right.
Okay.
At first, I thought he was talking about a drug. And I was like, you hear these kids out here on that goddamn Unicorn? We got to get a test for it.
So Alex Collins gets beat, and then a cross goes to Paquetá, what a great name, Lucas Paquetá.
Sounds like something we would say, right?
It sounds
like some Caribbean.
We singing Yandel, Paquetá,
Yeah.
okay? So Alex Collins.
It's not Paqueta.
It's Paquet. I think it's Paquetá, not Paqueta. I could be wrong. I think he has a tilde somewhere. An accent. Okay.
I don't think so.
Let me see. Let's take a look. I'm going.
It's not important.
Yeah, he has that at the end, on the A, Paquetá.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to Bronxify his name?
It already is. La Paqueta. I think we all know what that means.
So, Alex Collins nutmegged. It's pretty embarrassing. But then the second thing was he had, on a set piece, he had a header. It wasn't necessarily an open header, but he could have scored. He could have scored against Brazil. He had a great chance. And it just it's Peru's Peru going up against the giants of that Brazil are, and it's just Neymar is so annoying how good he is, bro. Like
it's when you think, because Neymar does that thing where he plays at like a calm pace.
Mm-hmm.
So you sometimes think maybe he's not into the game, and then he pulls out this magic, and you're like, turns out he was into this game.
Okay, he sees it like the Matrix, bro.
Apparently, he was also edging because he just blew up.
Pretty it's Neymar playing for PSG is, and I don't watch Liga like that. I'm not watching PSG week in, week out.
There's no reason to.
Yeah, I assume he's having a good time out there. But when you're watching these international tournaments, and when it's wild how Brazil it's wild how good they are, but it's also they play at such a the joga bonito. They do it. They were not, it was like 0-0, and they're doing back, like, I forgot who made the pass. It might have been, I forgot exactly who it was, but some dude did a back heel that went like 25 yards. Pinpoint, perfect, in front of the guy, through ball.
And you're just like, does he know it's 0-0 still?
And I'm like, bro, it is, you're not, this game is not all lock. You guys need to really actually be trying. And it was so impressive. And look, Peru is, they're not like one of the greater like countries in the world or whatever when it comes to soccer. But they're still a tough team. CONMEBOL is challenging. They faced Brazil often. They had a couple opportunities, but you just see like Richarlison, Neymar. When you see these guys play together, like Richarlison looks like he should be playing in Champions League week in, week out when he's playing with Brazil. But he's at Everton, he was at Watford, and he just looks like a normal dude. He just seems like another Brazilian that didn't fulfill the expectations that we put on Brazilians.
Right. I mean, and you know how like some countries like England says like, they don't like, the fans don't like international football. They don't like international soccer. They don't like, they're more club over country. It seems like US is very much the opposite way. You know what I mean? Like, where the men's national team and the women's national team are more important than the clubs themselves that play here. Brazil kind of feels the same way as well. Brazil feels like they know it's an honor to play for the national team. It doesn't feel like a job or an obligation to them because they just play different. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And there's something about them where like they play the same speed and the same mode regardless of what the score is. Like they're dancing on you 0-0. They're dancing on you if it's 7-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah, RCAB just mentioned, how about Gabriel Jesus doing an Eric Cantona on a player? Not a fan. You saw the
Dude,
kick.
I tweeted this out.
Who did he kick? I mean, it was a wild high boot and got a homie right in the face and got the red card, which is why he didn't play against Peru.
I'm surprised he's not banned for a while because I tweeted out like something. I forget what I said, but it was like, hold that. Because my guy got walloped.
The Paulo Minnesota just said, "How dare you? Peru is best." Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We weren't reading from the facts page.
This was the. This is the.
Oh, I said, why fake an injury when you can hold that?
Yeah, there it is. I
Boom.
Man's got rocked from Chile right in the face. I mean,
oh yeah. If there's anyone who happens to be just a casual fan of soccer watching us right now, that's not part of the game.
Also, you have to be wild confident there's nobody there to throw your foot up that high.
Or just not care because he actually kicks his foot up. Watch, he actually kicks his like it looked like he was trying to kick the dude for touching his ball. You know what I mean?
Why is your face getting in the way of the ball I'm about to receive?
Get out of the way.
I mean, Brazil is Brazil. Everyone kind of expected them to win. So now it is
Skeeter Yeats said if Neymar gets into the groove, he can play better than Messi at times. I'm not saying he's better, but he can show flashes of superior technical footballing ability. What are your thoughts on that?
He is technically he is he's better at a technical player 100%, but also
I don't know that I agree with that. I think he's got the techers.
Yes.
So he's got like the flashy, reels / TikTok skills. But technically
Neymar got the snackable content.
Yeah. But Messi is a better overall player, even than I think Neymar's best.
So this is an interesting thing I heard. There was some video I saw. I forgot where I saw this. But they were comparing just players that with great technical ability, and they pointed out that. This is my argument. I would say Neymar is a more technically gifted player, hands down. But Messi is the more intelligent player as when it comes to movement and center of gravity and getting away from defenders. Because Neymar, so this is the video what it pointed out was that Messi, if you watch Messi, and I never really noticed this, Messi does not do stepovers. He's like, you watch any game, he is literally never doing a step over.
No, because he's so short, the ball is like a duffel bag to him.
He can't even get it between his legs.
No, it's too big.
So he doesn't do step overs, which
he'd be doing roundhouse kicks.
We all know step overs. We know Ronaldo, Nazario, right? R9. We know Cristiano Ronaldo does them all the time. Neymar does them all the time. They become a part of the game that is like, oh, if you got swag, this is what you're doing. Messi's like, forget all that. I'm just gonna dip my shoulder in and maybe make you think I'm gonna go a certain direction and then burst the other direction, and you're never gonna catch me. So his game is not about any he uses his body and his movement to confuse defenders, not his like foot skill necessarily. He just has like a great burst of speed, and he slowed down a little bit, but he still has that like that burst. And again, I've always mentioned this: shorter players. People in the chat, you can mention that I'm sure if you are a short player or have had to defend against a short player like that, let's say like under 5'7", 5'8", it's a nightmare. You don't know where they're gonna go. You can't put a body on them, and that's why Messi is to me the smarter player, but the less technical player.
So I just want to read two things in the chat. It said, someone said, never been a fan of Neymar. I just want him to retire. How old is he? So clearly we don't have the biggest fans.
Yeah.
But where is that? Oh, here we go. Skeeter Yeats said, Messi has a sixth sense, something that not many players have. Also, something Messi technically doesn't have because it's not a real thing. And Top of My Voice responded with, or next comment said, Messi has a long torso. So we're just chopping Messi up here.
Really analyzing this man's all his limbs. Okay.
He top tall.
Interesting. I wonder, does a long torso affect your game a little bit? I don't know. I mean,
so the Top of My Voice came back with Messi needs to take 3 steps for everyone's 2, so he has more chances to get his footwork right. We got some real Messi conspiracy theories going on here.
I love these. Okay. Crimson Pizza said Messi seems like everyone is playing slower, and Neymar seems like he is playing faster. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the best I can do. Okay,
it kind of does make a little sense.
I would say what's impressive about Neymar, I think you saw it against Peru last night, is that even in the he doesn't. I think he expends his energy well, and where it's like in the 85th minute, if he has an opportunity for a counterattack and he can break away, he's still gonna beat that center back. He has that speed. He's just like lanky, and he just doesn't look like he would be a fast or strong dude. But then when you see him kick a ball, you're like, where's this strength coming from?
Yo, so Stephen Jumbo Jet said Messi doesn't fall easily. Neymar, you've seen the videos. But then Skeeter Yee said Messi got a big heart, which is better than a large heart. And Aussie AB says Messi doesn't fall because he's already close to the ground. So once again, we are chopping this up.
Yeah, we're trying to make really, this is the best analysis of these two players who are often compared. Colo Blanco just says, sorry, Messi, Los Parceros getting a dub tonight. That's right. Colombia and Argentina are playing later tonight. If you're listening to the podcast, after we played yesterday, you know the result. Let's go Colombia. We are trying to support Colombia right now. Everybody wants to see Messi against Neymar in the final. But
I would love to see that.
I think Colombia has a little something to say about that. Argentina has not.
Which is please go ahead.
Argentina has not. They're not defensively. They're not a strong team. So I don't think it's a lock by any means, unless Colombia beat Uruguay. Remember we talked about this last week. You said you thought Uruguay was going to win. So I got my predictions right for both matches, and then unless,
how about this? I'll go out on a limb and say I think Messi wins his first international tournament with Argentina.
Nah, man. I think.
Thank you. Thank you for the in-depth response.
I don't think if they get past Colombia, which is feasible and possible, which I don't think they will. But if they do, I don't think they're getting past Brazil. There's just too many defensive issues with Argentina.
I think this is it. I think Lionel Scaloni is going to get it done.
Okay. So,
I think both Lionels are going to get it done.
That's okay. So what else? Anything else that we didn't cover? Anything Premier League happening? I think we talked about Jadon Sancho. That's happening. Anything else? Oh, Junior Firpo.
That's right. I put it as the first thing I put in the Slack.
Junior Firpo going to Leeds, leaving Barcelona. We got a Dominicano in the Premier League. I believe this is the first one ever. Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. But Junior Firpo of Barcelona, he was originally at Real Betis, and now he's going to be with Bielsa at Leeds. This is nuts, bro. And so it's interesting because even when Firpo left Betis to go to Barcelona, I'm like, yo, this is what a wild level up to have a Dominican playing at Barcelona. But you know what's interesting? Firpo couldn't really break through because who got there? Who got there at his spot?
Hold on, I'm looking up to see if someone. There's none. There's one playing in Finland.
In the Premier League, I don't think there's ever been a Dominican player. This is
a lot in Spain, by the way.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
A lot in the Tercera División, which is not
but
good.
the who took his spot? in Barcelona.
Who?
Right back.
Serginho Dest?
Serginho Dest took Firpo's spot. He couldn't.
Once again, America interfering with Dominican Republic.
Yeah. So that was when Dest got there. I was a little bit concerned, but I thought like, oh well, Firpo, he's been in La Liga for a long time. But Ronald Koeman comes in. His Dutch homie arrives. He didn't stand the chance. So I'm excited to see what Firpo is gonna do at Leeds, because it is a high tempo team, and I expect him to maybe even score some goals. It should be wild.
I mean, first of all, his we're gonna have to double check my guy's heart, because they run a lot out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be a different style for sure. But I think this is a good move for him, man. He had a couple good games at Barca, but Barca were going through all their issues and stuff like that. So he was more of a substitute and really couldn't get. I think this is mainly I need minutes. I need minutes. I need to play somewhere.
Well, you know the story about Barcelona. By the way, Robert from LA said, have Cooligans seen the movie The Tomorrow War? Best part is where soldiers from the future come to the 2022 World Cup final and recruit them to fight a hopeless war against aliens. Is this real?
Yeah, I've heard this movie is awful, by the way. So
yeah,
I don't know how
you know what?
excited
I've also heard that too, and I haven't asked. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Barcelona basically have to sell everybody. I put the thread if you want to open that. Barcelona has this crazy. So La Liga has the salary limit. Barcelona can only use 25% of the money that they sell. It's like MLS now. It's incredible. They basically they sold Conrad de la Fuente, the American. I forget where he plays now.
He went to Marseille or Olympique Lyon.
He did go. He did go to Marseille.
Yeah.
They're trying to get rid of Serginho Dest for 10 million, which is nothing. So hurry up, Arsenal, and make that happen.
Oh, you don't. What happened to your man Bellerin?
Oh, he gone. Actually, Barcelona was going to buy him, and now that might not happen.
So wait, okay, so this is the thread you're talking about.
You
right?
read this because everything is a little blurry for me.
All right, so Barcelona cannot register any new signings, not Memphis Depay, Sergio Aguero, Eric Garcia, Emerson Royal, after exceeding the La Liga salary limit. I didn't even know La Liga had a salary limit. So despite selling Conrad de la Fuente, Jean-Claire Todibo, Junior Firpo, Barcelona need to reduce their wage bill by 200,000 euros.
How crazy is that?
All right. So, yeah, so this it's still going to be a fire sale. Yeah, I've heard Umtiti for sure is going to be gone. Pjanic, they're trying to get rid of him as well. So, okay. Look, I mean, this is why they wanted the Super League.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't want to have to do this.
Legitimately, actually, yeah.
They're
like, we tried to avoid this, everyone.
Skeeter Yee said Bartomeu was an incompetent bastard. Okay, the reviews are in. All right, folks.
Yeah, I actually think it says that on his website's bio at this point.
He's like, I can't change it. He just got there. I don't know.
Even he agrees. He's like, I had to be honest. I didn't do a great job there.
So, okay. Yeah, anything else that we may want to cover?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's about it. Yeah. So, I'm excited to see Firpo there. Hopefully he does. I mean, they already announced it on. He already announced it, so I'm assuming.
Firpo's like, you can't take it back now. Look at me.
Yeah, we can see it here. Firpo there at Leeds with the sign. Yeah, he's gonna be a Dominican. Gonna be playing with Jack Harrison.
Bro, 2 Dominicans playing.
You know, Jack Harrison goes to a Dominican barber. You know that.
Bro, yo, Firpo's going to get there. He's going to be like, okay, mi maní.
It's like, dímelo, hermano. I'm like, oh, you know? Okay, cool.
Yeah, hey, de lo mío. Tigre, ¿qué hace?
All right, everybody. So thank you again for tuning in to another Prem show. Make sure
By the
to
way, Skeeter Yee, who said Bartemu, I always get his name. Bartomeu was an incumbent ambassador. He also said, "Wait, hear me out. Hit us with your theories, Skeeter Yee."
So you said, I'm happy.
He did.
Okay, good. Skeeter said, I'm happy that France got knocked out early because now Mbappe's Balon d'Or chances are basically eliminated. He didn't deserve Balon d'Or this season. There are players who are more deserving. The media was hyping him up so much and positioned him as favorite, even though Messi and Lewandowski exist and are way better than him. All right.
All right, Skeeter Yee took Bartomeu, whatever my guy's name is.
Coming for everybody.
He took out Mbappe. How you not like Mbappe?
Who hates Mbappe? Apparently only Skeeter Yee.
Mbappe is basically to soccer what Saka on the Unicorn is to everyone, and no one dislikes Mbappe.
So let's talk about this Ballon d'Or thing before we wrap up, because a couple of people were mentioning Jorginho. Jorginho was the leading scorer for Chelsea in their Champions League run.
Mm-hmm. The Brazilian Jorginho?
The Italian Jorginho.
Born in Brazil.
But he's wearing an Italy shirt.
Oh, I didn't know he Giuseppe Rossi.
Okay, what they said it on the broadcast that he moved to Italy when he was 15. So forget samba. He wants he wants some Italian food. Anyway, but Jorginho as the Ballon d'Or winner, which feels wrong because it feels uncomfortable. It feels as uncomfortable as a Jorginho penalty, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels not right. We're used to.
By the way, Crimson Pizza said more like hater yeet. Am I right? And put the drums.
So the Jorginho Ballon d'Or winner feels incorrect, even though the fact that he scored all his goals on penalties, it's not easy to score penalties. He scores a lot of them. They are proper goals, but I can't see them going that far. But some people are suggesting that if Italy wins the Euros, that they can make a case for Jorginho as a Ballon d'Or winner.
Maybe not a Ballon d'Or winner, because I don't know that he's had the amount of time to show his excellence. If he deserves it, then Lewandowski still usurps him in my mind, because he's had a greater length of time at being excellent, right? Wouldn't you agree? If we're going to give Jorginho the credit because of how he played in this tournament, Lewandowski got nobody, and he played pretty good as long as he possibly could carry Poland.
Yeah.
And he played incredible all season, and he's deserved it for years.
Yeah, and he didn't win it last year when they just
over
didn't award
some
it to
bullshit.
Yeah, they just like, oh no, we don't want to give it to the Polish guy. No, thank you.
Yo, they treat Polish people like the way they treat black people. Like they're almost purposely keeping it away from him.
It's
whatever
ridiculous.
asterisks they can add to.
Yeah.
They don't want him to win. I don't know, what did he do? Remember, who was the girl? Who was the lady? She's a comic, or was a stand-up comic. She was the mom in Precious.
The mom in Precious.
Remember?
Monique.
Monique.
Yeah.
Remember, she told the truth about hey, I don't want to sit here and have to lobby to win this award, and I didn't have. And then she got blackballed. She got banned. What did he do? Did he do something? Did he reveal something about UEFA, about Infantino?
I don't know.
Because it seems like he's blackballed from doing anything other than winning with Bayern.
It just shows there's clearly a bias with all the voters of what leagues people respect. You do something, you excel in Bundesliga, people are like, it's Bundesliga.
Right.
The only leagues that when it comes to FIFA that they truly respect as if it's difficult to excel and your accolades are well earned are really Premier League and La Liga. I mean, let's just be serious.
A little bit of Serie A, but then everyone's going to say, well, you got to go. It's a lot like comedy. Like there's New York and LA comics, and then there's everyone else.
Mhm.
And even if you're really, really funny, they'll say, well, okay, well, now you got to move to New York or LA. That seems to be the La Liga Premier League, right?
Yeah.
You got to go pick one.
Well, and
What city's which? I guess Premier League would be New York because there's more stage time and it's harder to perform here.
Uh-huh.
And it's a bit more relaxed than LA.
Yes.
I answer my own question.
So, there's clearly, Skeeter Yee says def top 3 or top 5 for sure.
He also said everything is so reactionary now. LOL. When Chelsea won the Champions League, people said Conte deserved Balon d'Or. When Mbappe scored a hat trick against Barca in Champions League, people said he deserves it. And now with Jorginho, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Skeeter Yee may hate everybody, but he's not wrong.
Colobanco also has some great Jorginho facts. He said,
okay,
Jorginho is of Italian descent through his paternal great-grandfather, Giacomo Frello, who is from Luciana, Veneto, and thus earned Italian citizenship as a result. Also, Colobanco said, his childhood idol was Romanian player George Hagi, which led to his friends nicknaming him Hajinho. LOL,
Bro.
This is a random Jorginho fact. Thank you. You know, we love random Jorginho facts.
Yeah, Skitty said, yo, I'm not hating on Mbappe or anyone. LOL, I'm just saying what I see and what the media is doing. That I see what the media is doing.
Yo, and he's like, hey, you're part of the media too. Right? I see.
Part of the. I see. Apparently, you also have been bought.
Look, there's for me, it has to be Robert Lewandowski. I don't see how, top.
If we're gonna start giving it away. Lewandowski's played better than all of them.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's not a breeze to have the most goals ever in Bundesliga. So you got to give. And
I will agree with Skeeter Yee. He says, I love how Mbappe plays, but does he deserve a Ballon d'Or? No, not this year. He gonna get a lot of them. But this ain't the year for him.
And there's been a lot of comments. Who was it? Anelka, Nicholas Anelka. There was a quote going around of him saying that he needs to, if he wants to basically be respected as a top footballer, he needs to leave as a potential Ballon d'Or winner. He needs to leave Liga. So I think there's that possibility too of him going somewhere else, playing in England or playing in Spain. But I see it as a real possibility. Maybe this season, right? Because next year, right. PSG's not gonna let him go for free. But I think that this is probably the odds are fairly likely that he might actually go.
Hannah Banana said, just give the Ballon d'Or to Alphonso Davies.
I ain't got no problem with that.
I wouldn't argue it.
Okay. Give the Balon d'Or to the unicorn Saka was riding. Right? Let's go. All right.
Let's
really
go.
Mix it up, all right, for the vibes.
Yo, the Balon d'Or winner is, you already know. He goes floating in from the top. Colo Blanco said he has credited his mother with encouraging his love of football. After discovering that he was being financially exploited by his agent while playing for the Verona youth team, Jorginho almost quit the game and wanted to move back to Brazil, but credits an emotional phone call with his mother for inspiring him to persist and continue playing. Damn, mom came through.
Jorginho
Mother's
fact.
Day. Yo, Mother's Day got to be tough around the Jorginho household. She's like, how much you get me? Remember when you almost quit this whole thing?
Perfect, Tommy. Thank you for gifting a sub to Calviva.
Let's go.
Much appreciated. All right, everybody. Thank you again for
hit that follow button if you watching. Come on,
smash that follow button, bro.
Break your keyboard.
Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of PREM Show. Don't forget, feel free to leave a review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, whatever you prefer. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got a 1-star over there. We don't like that.
I'll take care of that, actually.
How dare you? But leave a 5-star review of the podcast. We appreciate it. I appreciate the support. It helps us climb the ranks.
What did he say? What did the 1-star say?
The 1-star says, Alexis's bias for Arsenal and projecting their failures towards Man United is cringeworthy material. Not your best work this past pod.
So he gave me a 1-star off of a pod?
Over one? You don't review each individual podcast. It's the whole thing.
Maybe this one, he'll give me 5 off of this one.
So okay, there it is. You know, not every we got haters too, Skeeter Yeet. All right?
Yo, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, is you?
So leave a review to
Let's see what Marty Breathe Right Strip says about this.
Oh my goodness. So help us, bury that 1-star review.
Yeah, you also might not see it in a couple weeks because your boy hit that inappropriate button mad quick.
Okay, what is? I think this is bullying.
Yeah, honestly, this might be swear words in my religion. So take that out of here.
I need you to respect that the religion that I just created of saying negative things exclusively on Manchester United. Okay,
unless you hate the people of God. Apple Podcast. You tell me.
Okay. All right.
As I light my Henri candle, you tell me, and I'll let the other parishioners know.
Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we have a break. We'll be back on Fubo TV on July 18th, and we're back there with a really, really fun episode. Great, super exciting guest that we cannot mention, but you may have seen them on a very popular television show that is related to soccer.
Yes.
Yes. So that's all we can say. But make sure you tune in July 18th.
Is there another hint I can give?
If you're a fan of biscuits.
Yeah.
That might be.
Wouldn't you love to know where we got those biscuits?
Correct. You might be interested in this particular show. Okay. So tune in July 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure to check that out. We're gonna be back next week with another Prem show, and Alexis, we haven't discussed it, but I think maybe we'll for the final, maybe we'll be on Twitch. I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe.
I don't know. So just follow us on Twitch and join us. We've been doing a bunch of fun stuff. And a reminder, this Friday at 7 p.m., I will be on Twitch with another comedian. Her name is Lindsay Bowling. We're going to be doing a co-stream of an NWSL match. It is going to be the Orlando Pride against Racing Louisville. And we're going to be actually streaming the game. So
you're going to be able to watch the game on our stream.
So that's a super cool thing that NWSL is now doing, and they're allowing. So we're going to watch the actual game. We're going to call the game, react to the game, joke about it. Lindsay Bowling, she's great, a hilarious comedian. She also played in college in Louisville. So she's definitely, we know who she's rooting for. So it's going to be super fun and entertaining. So please come through. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be watching that game. Okay.
Sorry, I can't be there. I will be on stage, unfortunately, but unfortunate for the audience. But I can't wait to check in between sets. It's gonna be dope.
I love Top of My Voice. She said, "How are you not in trouble for these hints?"
Why? Because they're so genius and they're hard to figure out, like a Sudoku. You know what I mean?
Okay. Luzeta said, "Good evening, soccer fan, or should I say football fans?" Well, I am English. Okay. Cool.
All right, Luzeta.
Both work. Both are allowed in on this channel. So thank you again for tuning in to another Prem Show podcast. We appreciate it. Follow us everywhere at Soccer Cooligans on all social platforms. Hit follow. We're trying to get those numbers up on Instagram.
We're almost at 25K. Come on.
Help us get there. What are you waiting for? You're missing out on the whole Cooligans experience. Okay?
Also, my personal account, I believe I'm at 250 away from 10,000. Hey, a little less, 240. Hit the refresh button. I think I just gained another one.
Okay. Why?
What?
No, you did not gain another one.
Well, mine says I did. Maybe I lost a follower while you were doing that. I'm only less than 250 away from 10,000, which gives me a little swipe up. Give me a little swipe up.
You don't want Alexa to have that swipe up feature? Okay. I'm about 8,000 away. From,
so close.
From 10K, but help me get there too. Christian _Polanco, and then at not Alexis for Alexis. All right. Y'all the absolute best. Thank you again for tuning in. We will see you next week here on Twitch every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Come through. My name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerreros.
And together, what are we?
The Cooligans!